Good morning guys, welcome to my next vlog on Curtis Corby Golf. Today is a much better one than me blabbing on about some sort of rubbish in my bedroom or in my house. I'm going out on the golf course today, as you can see outside. It's a little bit brighter than what it has been here in Devon. I don't know what it's been like everywhere else where you are, but it's been absolutely minging here. I played yesterday, managed to get out yesterday, played in Cornwall yesterday. Played at Launceston Golf Club. That was actually the first time I've ever played there, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was a really nice golf course. It was just so windy. Today is a different story. So I'm able to take the camera out today. I've got my new camera, so it's exciting to see the better quality. I've got my new editing software on the on my MacBook Pro now. So yeah, I'm going to take you out on the golf course, give my camera a test run at the same time, and show you a bit about how I practice and talk about some golf topics along the way. So let's get down to Stover Golf Club and let's get started on my practice vlog, shall we? So I'm down here. I've started filming on the second. There's a bit of traffic on the tee, so I didn't want to hold anyone up. So I've started filming on the second. I'm going to basically now kind of just talk you through and just show you what I get to when I don't get a chance to play with other people or playing comps really, and I'll just get a chance to have a quick round at Stover on my own. Not necessarily the most methodical thing I do, but it's just a case of just trying to practice the shots I don't feel necessarily that strong with. And today my general aim is to be a little bit more aggressive off the tee. Played pretty much every par 4 I possibly can off the tee yesterday with a driver and scored a lot better. It was very windy and still managed to shoot a 7 over par, so yeah, more aggressive is the way forward today. It's a bit tighter here than where it was yesterday, so it might be getting nervy at sometimes, but yeah, I'm on the second. It's a par 3, and let's have a look here. You can kind of see it. So it's a par 3. I'm playing off the whites today, so 178. Wind is off the left, I believe now. So yeah, bit of a tricky one. Pin position looks like it's kind of tucked away on the left as well, so I might have to try and draw it in against the wind, but we'll see. So I'm just going to go 7 iron and just try and get one in there off the right hand side, see if I can draw it against the wind. Pushed it a little bit, so it's just stayed straight, but not bad. So that one there, I mean, I started it in the right place, I just didn't draw it. It's just stayed straight, so the wind's just kept it on that line. I think I'm in a bunker, which hasn't been my forte recently. So yeah, good chance to practice it, I suppose. You could take it that way. Yeah, I'm in the bunker. So as you would have seen from my what's in the bag, I don't carry a 56. I'm using my 64 degree that I plugged out of the cupboard yesterday. Yeah, 64 degree into the bunker, so this will be fun. Tell you what, I'll take that any day of the week. Level par. So, level par after 2 holes. What is going on? Another reason why I wanted to kind of film this today, I wanted to chat to you guys. So basically, it's Monday. Yesterday, I think, was single-handedly one of the best final rounds of golf on telly I've ever seen. I can't remember the last time I saw that many players in contention at the start of the day and towards the end, really, up until the last kind of like the 15th really. So if you don't know, where have you been? And if you do know, you'll know it was the Players yesterday. Rory McIlroy finally done it, broke the kind of deadlock of the wind just over a year. But I think that kind of puts it into perspective just how hard the tour is, really. You look at Rory McIlroy, he's probably one of the best players there is. and on his day, arguably no one can beat him. But it just shows you how tough it is, really. But finally put himself in a good round on a Sunday. Managed to sneak it by, I think it was a shot in him, wasn't it? 16? Yeah, 16. And Jim Furyk, what a final round he had. I think he proves, as well as Tiger with his comeback, but I think Jim Furyk proves that golf is anyone's game. You know, you don't have to be Rory McIlroy before 30 winning that many. It just proves Jim Furyk at the age, I think he's 48, is in contention for winning some of the biggest tournaments in the world still. So if you're still looking to think about starting golf and you think it's too late, it's never too late, because Jim Furyk and Tiger, with what he's been through, and the likes of Phil Mickelson, have proved over the years it's never too late. So if you want to get going, get started, because it's never too late, like I said. I want to know what your opinion is. Who do you think now, after that final round, is going to win the Masters? Because I think it's going to be single-handedly one of the best Masters I've ever seen. I can't, if it pans out like it did yesterday, there's going to be some good golf played over that week. Spieth finds a bit of form, DJ's driver behaves. Who knows who could win that, but I'd love to see Rory win it. Let me know what you think. So I've got a par 4 coming up now. It is 300, it's playing about 370 today. It's a dog leg to the left, so I'm just playing up to, let's just try and zoom in, playing up to those trees there, which I think is roughly around 210, 215. So I'm going to be taking a 2-iron off the tee, just to get myself in play and hopefully leave myself no longer than a 7-iron in. So yeah, 2-iron in, hopefully leave myself, if anything, 155, 160. Wind slightly off the right. It's not bad, like I say, called it a tad heavy, not too bad. I've just walked straight onto the first tee and played today, so these first few holes will probably be more of a warm-up than anything. Whilst I'm here, if you have seen my Twitter or Instagram, you would have seen I put a post up end of last week announcing I've hit 100, which I'm dead chuffed about. To hit 100 subscribers in my first 8 weeks of YouTube, I'm really chuffed with. So thank you to everybody who's subscribed and commented and liked and even shared my videos. It's I really appreciate it. It's only going to get better. Like I say, new camera today, which at the minute is working really well, I think. The content's just only going to get better the bigger this channel grows. And I've spoken to a couple of YouTubers already. You might know of him. I spoke to Robin Matthews-Williams a couple of weeks ago to get his opinion on my channel. I knew really it wasn't something he would watch, I suppose. However, quite a successful YouTuber, considering, again, not that old. You try and get in touch with the bigger ones, such as Rick Shields and all this kind of stuff, but they are so busy, they just don't have time to reply half the time, I'm guessing. So that's a big hill. Would love to kind of get their opinion, but yeah, spoke to Robin. He was quite impressed with the fact that I've kind of hit 100 or close to 100 in that short space of time, so must be doing something right. But again, the reason I keep doing it is to kind of get more subscribers, and for you guys really. I don't do this for myself, I know what I'm doing, so I want to show you guys what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm at my ball. I've probably got about 170 in. Let's have a look. So there's the pin, and there I am. So not as bad as I thought, to be fair. Not bad at all, it's just a tad left. So this is a shot I'm really actually trying to work on at the minute, especially when I have days like today where I'm missing greens. It's just the scrambling, something I've not been very good at in a long time. And I want to try and leave myself kind of 6-7 foot inside really, to try and give myself a chance to save in par. But yeah, I'm going to use pitching wedge, see if I can kind of run it on there. This green kind of slopes from left to right and quite severely, so I don't really want to go too far past the hole here. Yeah, that needs more work. Not a bad effort. There we go. 1 over. So there we go, first bogey of the day. 1 over through 1, 2, 3. Not too bad. I've played it a few times now since I've joined, and if I can get through the first 4 or 5 holes kind of 1 over par, I know I'm in for a good day. This one's a little bit longer today. It's about 379. I will show you very quickly. 379 yards, par 4. There is a fairway bunker kind of, where are we? Just there. Tree on the left hand side, so you've got to try and kind of thread it between those two. I'm going to go driver today, just be as aggressive as possible. So the me of old would have probably gone 2 iron here and just kind of tried getting it down there as safely as possible, but with driver starting to get a little bit better and straighter, I want to see how good I can get and how low I can score with it by being aggressive. So here we go. So here, driver. See if this Callaway Rogue is as good as I say it is, shall we? I think I'm just short of the bunker. So I actually noticed, since having my lesson with Rich a few weeks, 2 weeks ago I think it was, with my driver, my shape has actually straightened up. I used to hit a draw, and if it was a bad shot I was just missing left, and then sometimes missing massively right, so I had a 2-way miss, but the general shot shape was kind of right to left, hence I've been trying to draw it off things. But I noticed yesterday and today already with the driver that I've been fairly straight. The wind slightly moved that, but not a lot, so bullfight is pretty straight now, so that's a good thing, I suppose. But yeah, I think when I had the Chapman numbers up, my path was kind of 1, maybe 2 degrees to the right, so into out, whereas now club face is kind of being related to it again. Finally I'm able to kind of hit a straighter bullfight, which is really good because it means I can really go for things. So not too bad. So it stayed at the bunker, so probably left myself maybe 110. 124. I'm going to go wedge, slightly into wind, but just play a lower one. Well, Gareth, you have done some damage here at Stover. Storm Gareth strikes last week or the week before, can't remember, as we had a few casualties here with trees and things, but that course still stays strong. So I've got a par 3 next. It's a long one, 203 yards it's playing today. Straight down here, there's some members on the green, so there they are. It's not 7 over, it was like 30 mile an hour winds as well. It was ridiculous. yeah, I'm really chuffed with it. This club is spraying everywhere at the minute, so you've probably chosen the wrong shot to what. Are you playing much at the minute? Yeah? Oh, okay. God knows how, but I've managed to kind of leave myself in between some trees, and these are really tall trees. I don't know how I've got here. Little 54-degree chip. Pin's fairly close to this side, so not the side that miss it. But try and make it up and down. Let's see. That's the wrong side to miss, isn't it? But not that. Hold it. Three over through 5. Great. So you can kind of see already today, the pattern for me today is my irons really. Off the tee I'm doing okay. I'm off the tee absolutely fine. It's just that second shot in at the minute that's just leaving me off the green, or in that sense missing a par 3 green. Something I really need to work on. Members looking at me a little bit weird as I'm talking to a camera. So, not the best today, bit of bogey golf, but it leads me on to my next point, which is the key to improvement is knowing what to improve, I think, which is sounds like a really obvious statement, but today amateur golfers could easily be misled into thinking the reason I'm not playing so well is for a number of things. People could say I've missed a few putts and I'm not putting well, which I have missed a few putts. I wouldn't say it was putting. I think I've putted alright. Missed that one there, which for me at the minute is kind of a not 50-50, but I'd like to make it more often than not, but sadly I didn't. It's iron game, it's tee to green, it's off the tee absolutely fine. Second shot's in there. I had a sand wedge and I've left myself 35 feet. I should be so much closer than that. I know I'm kind of putting a lot of pressure on myself, but I should be a lot closer than that. And yes, it's windy today, but no excuse. I'm a bit hard on myself, but I don't think that's any excuse. So I actually think the reason I'm not making putts is because I'm leaving myself some really hard ones. Leaving myself a 35 footer, and that's a good 2-putt for any amateur golfer. I think if you look at the stats, they're kind of against me as an amateur golfer with 35 feet. You'd probably say I'm more likely to make a 3-putt than a 2-putt. So it's very interesting to kind of see how amateurs' minds work and how they feel they need to improve. I speak to a lot of golfers and they say I need to improve on this, and then I'll go and play with them and I'll just be like, really? You say you need to improve off the tee and you haven't missed a fairway yet? You've got to look at the bigger picture. Why am I putting badly? Or am I even putting badly? I would say no, like I've said, because I'm leaving myself some really tough putts. So yeah, have a think about that next time you're playing and let me know what you think down below. Do you disagree with me as to why I'm playing badly today, or do you agree? Let me know. I think it's putting. No, I don't think it's putting, sorry, some people might do. So it'd be good to hear from you. And let me know how you think when things aren't going your way. Do you stay positive? Do you try and fix it during a game? What do you do? Let me know. Comment down below, because I want to hear from you. So we've got a little par 3 just here, 115 yards today playing off the white. I'll just zoom into the pin. You can just see the flag just there. Bunker, 2 short bunkers there, bit of room behind. I'm going to go with a 50 degree today because it's slightly with the wind. Something else I want to kind of ask you guys on how you kind of approach practice rounds or even competition rounds. I am 4 over, which in my head is pretty poor. I've got to remember, I'm an 8 handicap golfer still, having a bad day. 4 over, got this par 3 which I've just hit in reg, so birdie, potential birdie, possibly, hopefully par, if I 2-putt, hopefully I will from there. I've then got a par 5 coming up, which is maybe reachable until 2 today with the wind. I've done it before. So is 4 over really that bad with a few scoreable holes coming up? The 9th here at Stover is also a scoreable hole for me. I can only leave myself maybe sometimes 70 odd yards in. So is 4 under bad at this point for me? Comment down below after this video once you've seen the kind of rest. And how would you approach the game knowing you're 4 over now as an 8 handicapper, for instance, or even if you're playing off, say you're playing off 24 and you kind of, let's say you're 9 over, coming in with 3 holes still to play. How would you approach that? Would you still carry on doing what you're doing? Would you get disheartened, or would you think you've still got holes to score on, so it's not the end of the world? You can still score 16 or what is it, 35? You can still score your handicap points if you're playing Stableford. You can still play to your handicap because there's some scoreable holes left. Do you think ahead, or do you get disheartened, get your head down? What do you do? Let me know. So whilst I'm walking to the tee, I think I'm going to have to wait, so I'll have a chat again and let you know what I'm thinking. For me, the way I approach it, obviously I know this golf course, some of you won't, most of you might not. This par 5, playing 485 today. Now hopefully if I hit 2 good shots I can get close, if not on in 2, which then puts me right back into playing under my handicap. But on a bad day, or I've started poorly, if I can recover that and get back to my handicap, then I'm more than happy. And that's the way I look at it. If I'm kind of close to my handicap, whether it's 18 holes or 9, and I've got a few holes left, I think about what holes they are. I think ahead, just because I know for me, when I was playing a lot, especially when I was off kind of 16, I used to get really annoyed at myself for not playing to my handicap, and then the rest of the round will just go to pot. And I've started to learn that, really. Like I say, now 4 over, in theory I'm playing to my handicap up to, this is the 8th now, and I've still got this and 9 to go. If that was me a couple of years ago, I'd be really peed off, like really. Whereas now I'm thinking, I've just made par, half decent chance at birdie, left it just short. I've now got a par 5 where I think because I'm a bit longer I can birdie this hole, so I can get that back to 3 if I birdie. Worst case scenario, if I par it, I'm still at 4, and then 9 again is another scoreable hole, not very long. Bit tricky because there's water short, but it's scoreable for me because I'm a bit longer. I can take out most, if not all, of the trouble apart from the water around the green. So that's the way I look at it. Your golf course might be different. You might have some really tough holes coming up, but that's a different matter. I think that's when, instead of looking to try and get back under your handicap, I would then go, right, let's just try and get through this. Let's say, for instance, you've got some of the hardest holes on the golf course and you've already played your handicap for up to the point of the last 3 holes. I would then try and say to myself, if I can get through there 1, 2 over, and then only 1 or 2 over my handicap, and I think on a bad day, if I'm only playing 1 or 2 over my handicap, it really isn't that bad. Let me know what you think, because I'm really interested to know, because I play with a lot of guys, a lot of amateurs. I play with professionals as well, and the mindset is so different. Yes, professionals get disappointed, everyone does, but You've got to stay positive, even if the day isn't going well. It's damage limitation then, rather than trying to get it back to your handicap and trying the impossible. Damage limitation, you think about your bad days. If your bad days are only 2 or 3 over your handicap, I would take that any day of the week. I don't want to be 7, 8, 9 over my handicap. If you can limit your bad days to 3, 4, maybe even 5 over, I'll take that every day of the week on a bad day. So we've got a par 5, so it's a tight tee shot today. Kind of wind with off the left slightly, so you can see the water down there is not in reach, but it's playing about 485. So yeah, let's give this a go. Yeah, that's good, that's down there. Good chance now. I'm just walking up now. There's some people putting, so I won't talk whilst they're there. So walking up, I've probably got about 225, 230. Not a bad hit in the end with the wind. So I'm going to go 2 iron and try and chase it up there, see if I can get onto the front edge. So that, my friends, is exactly why you should stay positive in a round like this. I have just absolutely crunched that. Pin is kind of, well, it's on the left side, but I've left myself a 30 footer for eagle. I'm pin high, so better than what I expected. So there you go, guys, stay positive. I'm now putting for eagle and I haven't been able to hit an iron shot my life today. I've just stuck one pin high about 30 odd feet away. Just proves you positive mentality does work. 4 over, looking disappointed, thinking it's going to be a shocking round. I've now got a putt for eagle to get it back to 2. Proves it, doesn't it? Let's hope I sink it. Birdie though. So par 4 on the 9th. So like I said, this green is actually got water in front, so the fairway, just as I zoom in here, it's just down there where those gentlemen are. So you can actually, if you're aggressive, take this corner on, which is what I shall be doing, to try and get back to 2 over, make another birdie. So all of a sudden, right back in the game. It's a bit right, but it's alright. It's in play, not as good as I hoped. I'm going 9 iron. I'm rushing a little bit because there's people on the first. I do not want to be getting in their way because they don't look like they have a care in the well. Oh my god, I've chunked that, it's just made it over. Bogey to finish. So there you go, front 9 done. I'm only playing 9 today, so that is the end of my practice. However, just wanted to kind of prove to you out there really that I didn't really play that well there. I thought such bad English. However, I managed to scramble a 4 over par, which over 9 holes is exactly what my handicap suggests I should be doing. So positive mental attitude kept me going there. The first 5 holes I felt were absolutely shocking. Back half of that front 9 where I feel like I can score par 5, short par 4s, all of a sudden I start getting back into it, and just from being positive and just staying aggressive. And the key for me at the minute is to stay aggressive. A few months back I'd have been starting to take 2 irons off that last tee, not going for it in 2 and playing safe, but now I've realised if I'm just aggressive I know I'm capable of scoring. And I think that's the key to everyone. Obviously not going crazy and knowing my limits. If I knew I couldn't get there, it'd be silly to do that. So what I'll say to you is don't be stupid with it. Be sensible still. But when you can get somewhere, be aggressive all the time. I've just seen a vlog actually by Mark Crossfield who kind of says the same thing, and I'm not trying to copy him because, well, who would? He has a point, and I've actually been in discussion, well, not on discussion, but in part of his polls on Instagram and Twitter. I've always said be more aggressive. I've always thought you've got to be more aggressive to score. So yeah, there it is.